You were mentioning in the fitness industry when you guys were starting that people were saying what you were doing was ridiculous. How?
We were laughed at the first meetings. We were laughed at, and all we did is we came back and said, okay, well, we're going to show you what we're actually doing. And when we'd come back in and have different presentations and show them really what our goal is, and they picked up on the energy that we had, that we're going to do this. And then that's where that ridiculous part goes from, well, that's like that negative side of that's ridiculous, to wow, that's ridiculous, you did it. But if you can inspire people with that passion to it, then more people see, well, maybe the things that I'm thinking of I can also do.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so funny how us as humans, so many times people have to see it first to believe it. They don't believe it can be done until someone else has done it. And then it's like, oh yeah, I can do that too. How did you find the motivation to keep going? Because so many people give up on their dreams when they have those seeds of doubt planted. How did you overcome that?
I think it was driven by like a sense of purpose. It was like for both of us, we both came at it with visions, and we knew that this is what we were destined to do. On different fronts on like the fitness realm. So what we did, what we learned from it, and then what we rethought, or we had to unlearn what we learned and put out in the fitness industry, and then rethink a different way to come back in.
At least for me, and I think it's for both of us, is there was no thought of failure of it. It was, well, this is what our vision is.
This is what we have to do.
I can visualize that that's what it's going to be. So if I could have the visualization of it, well, then it exists. I just have to believe in that. But it's not just believe, it's you have to take all the actions. So we took all the actions to move that forward, not just I believe and hopefully it's going to come. It was more,
I'll just sit here and just let it come.
Sit here and let it happen. There was a lot to do to make that happen. But it was the belief and knowing. I think that's what it is. It's just the knowing that it will be, as long as we keep giving energy towards it.
And like deeper than that, it's choosing to believe. So it's having the belief and then choosing to embrace it and like follow it. Because when you do, suddenly different things open up, and different like things that you wouldn't have noticed before are now in front of you because you've chosen to believe. So because your mind only holds certain amounts of information, the information it's going to pick up on is what you want to attract. So like choosing to believe is like of utmost importance, I believe. And that's what helped us go forward and like do the ridiculous. And we did achieve the remarkable, in my opinion.